Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. If I find my way home, yeah.
We back on the channel, man. It's your boy at the PBC, K9s, giving it to you the way I always do. Fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Hope everybody having a great day, man. Starting your week up. You know, let's get it going, man. We got some dog talk. No news for the day. At this moment, no news. You know, I want to send a big shout out and big thanks to Brother Bradford Anderson for donating to the channel last night. Brother Ken Lightning for donating to the channel. You know, big salute to all these brothers out there, man. Big salute to J-Bo out there, come rocking with us down in the chat last night. Appreciate you, my brother. And much power to all your future endeavors. Like I always say, man, we rocking with these brothers out here doing this positive when it comes to these dogs. You know, but I'm just going to address a few issues today, and we're going to talk about it and see how long this conversation lasts. You know what I'm saying? First thing I want to speak about, one brother said, why I do so much, why I drop so many police articles or talk so much police shit or whatever. Whatever he said on his comment, he sent me a message or whatever. You know, now my question is, all I do is the news, right? And I do dog talk, and there's only certain things you're gonna talk about. Training, whether it's any breed of dogs. We in the pit bull, so we're talking about fighting, training, fighting, biting, or a dog saving someone. You don't want to see when a dog saves someone. You don't want to talk about training, you know. So basically what you want to do, you don't want to talk about biting. You know, you don't want to face the facts about that when we talk about biting. You know, you want to talk about fighting, but you want to talk about it in the way that you want to talk about it. You see, I always say if you don't want to make the news, don't make the news. PBK known from one side of the country to the other side. You know, but none of these dog arrests, none of these dog seizures that any of these brothers have been involved with, they can say anything about PBK. Now, this is what I will say. One brother said, YouTube messed the dog game up. I disagree with that. The dog game messed the dog game up. You know, what YouTube do is expose the mistakes that a lot of these brothers be making. And I'm not even gonna say YouTube, I'm gonna say my dog channel. I expose the mistakes that brothers make. See, you want this dog game blind. You want this dog game stuck on what it was, stuck on, like I said before, worshiping your folk in your sporting dog journals. You know, and like I said, you can't show me where YouTube messed the dog game up. The dog game was already messed up. All thing YouTube did was show the public how messed up this dog game was, and y'all trying to act all sophisticated. Y'all trying to act all like y'all this and that, and y'all fucked up. Y'all ain't playing the game right. You see? What YouTube is doing is showing you the difference between these wannabe bulldoggers to get up here and make these fake channels and real bulldoggers, people who bulldog before. Yeah, YouTube exposing a lot. You know, I ain't gonna lie about that. These brothers out here faking and fronting and acting like they did this and YouTube exposed they ain't did shit. You right. So maybe the YouTube has messed up the when it comes to the scammers, when it comes to the fraudulent people that's trying to be dog people, maybe YouTube has messed that up. You can't just lie to anybody no more like you could 10 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, 5 years ago. You know, you can just lie and do this, you can just lie and do that. You can't lie on them pairs the way you could 10 years ago now. Well, I'm gonna say it like this, I said it wrong. 10 years ago, you can lie on them peds. You can't lie on them now like that out here, because these brothers got places where they can go talk to folk about these pedigrees. It ain't gotta be me. It can be any YouTube dog brother where they feel like know they shit when it comes to these pedigrees. These brothers go talk to them, oh, nah, man, that ain't coming off that. You know, this the era we in. See, a lot of these brothers, they mad because we don't big up dog thieves. It's a lot of these brothers, like I said before, they get mad because I say go spend your hard-earned money on the dog. Stop stealing the dog. What you gonna do with the dog? You ain't really in the game anyway if you gotta steal somebody else's shit. And I don't care what kind of dog, what kind of sport you in. Hunting hogs, hunting raccoons, hunting fox, whatever you in. If you gotta steal the dog that you trying to compete in, you're not really that deep as you claiming you is. You just supposedly in the way. So they get mad, which I don't care. That's why I'm up here doing this talk, giving y'all this talk now. YouTube messed the dog game up. But you don't say that to these brothers that take 50 and 60 people to a dog show with one dog showing. You don't say that to these brothers that set up 10 matches at an event. You don't say that to these brothers. You put the blame on YouTube, just like the dog community. Put the blame on YouTube. Oh, YouTube did this, YouTube do that. YouTube is the blame, but you can't keep y'all off WhatsApp. YouTube fucked the dog game up, but all y'all getting busted on WhatsApp. You ain't got busted on YouTube yet. You got busted on WhatsApp. You get busted on Facebook in them groups, but you're getting deeper and deeper in the groups. The more they bust you, the deeper you get. Oh, YouTube messed the dog game up. No, it didn't. They just got one channel on YouTube that the brother Bulldog before. And I ain't afraid to say my opinion when it comes to this shit. When you got these folk out here, 150 people going to a damn dog show. Get mad because I say, when them folks say they seized 40 cars, ain't no way in the hell in 2025 you're supposed to have 40 cars at an illegal event. I don't give a damn what you're doing. Prostitution, selling dope, selling weed, dog fighting, I don't care, gambling, whatever you're doing. Why would you have 40 cars there if it's not a party? Now, if you got a party, yeah, that's different. You at a club, yeah, that's different. You doing something illegal? 40 cars? And because you got a channel that get up here and tell you that was a stupid ass move, you talk shit. See, my brothers and my sisters, at the end of the day, I get heat from both sides. I get flack from both sides. The tree huggers mad because I don't hate the dog fighters, because I criticize and I hate what they do with the dogs, But that don't make me hate the person. These tree huggers want you to hate the person to the point where you saying, oh, hang this person, put this person in the street and bash his balls out. And they want you to talk like that, And because I don't hate the person, the tree huggers hate me. I fight for the betterment and for this breed, to try to get this breed to be able to last 10 years, 20 years later down the road. Because I see where it's going, see where it's going. Them folk could have been outlawed pit bulls. How easy is it to say the dog is illegal? If the dog is such a big fighting dog problem in America, how easy is it for America to say pit bulls are illegal? As of today, no pit bulls are legal in America. How easy would that have been in a year's time to collect everybody's pit bulls? Some people gonna try to hide them, but is it worth hiding? Is it worth hiding when them folk come in and raiding your yard and all kind of stuff like that? But they ain't put the ban on it. Why put the ban on it when we can lock their ass up for drugs, guns, and all this other stuff with the dogs? And still take the dogs and plus other stuff to go along with it. But they don't see none of that, and they don't hear none of that when I'm speaking, because all they hear and want to see is ignorance. You know what I'm saying? The moment you speak something that's kind of logical. The moment you speak some maybe truth, the moment you get out here and tell these folk about the lies that they talking about, fake sperm. The moment you want to represent your dogs and not they dogs, oh, all hell break loose. And I feel comfortable saying it's more wannabe dog people that got these dogs than it is legitimate dog people. Wannabes. If you was really bulldogging the way you say you're bulldogging, why you even got your ass on social media, period, is what I ask you. Why you even on social media? Why you on Facebook if you're doing any of that type of stuff?
Get your ass up out the car, nigga.
Get the fuck out! Break yourself, nigga! Break yourself!
You want to be caught. You want to be seen. And when you get caught and when you get seen, you don't bitch at the people that caught you and saw you. You bitch at the people that reported. Like I say, it don't stop. News gonna keep reporting. It's gonna keep going. If you make the damn news, you made the damn news. You know what I'm saying? The news ain't just started today. It ain't just started yesterday. It's been going on for the past couple years. So stop acting like you just used to this shit or you just starting to see what it is. You know? Y'all brothers make all the excuses in the world besides you out here effing up. Brothers had a whole box that they set up permanently. And you want to criticize me for talking about it, but won't criticize these motherfuckers for setting up a Pitbull square and never taking it down. Because you got too comfortable with what you got, doing illegal shit. And when I tell you the truth, you can't say nothing. Oh yeah, you're right. Why the hell would you have an illegal box set up 24/7? You never know who walked across that shit, stumbled across that shit, and now they gone and you don't know that they saw it, and now somebody else know about your whole little thing that you got going on back there. You don't even know it, you know? Always put the blame on somebody else. Like I said, all I'm doing is giving the news, you know what I'm saying? And if this brother can show me where YouTube messed the dog game up, I'll talk about it. I'll put it on my video. I'll let him come up and speak about why YouTube messed the dog game up. But like I said, YouTube ain't messed no dog game up because you can't show me one bulldog that got messed up off YouTube. You know, but I can show you a whole bunch of bulldoggers that got messed up off Facebook. I can show you a whole bunch of bulldoggers that got messed up off WhatsApp. Show me one bulldogger that got messed up off YouTube. You can't. Yeah, you can show me a whole bunch of bulldoggers that got put on YouTube dog news. You can show me that. And to anybody just watching, these fellas don't argue with none of the news anchors from across the world that give these news articles when they first happen in their city or their state. The anchor man from the Oklahoma news, he don't gotta say nothing, you know. Let Pelican Bay say it, oh. It's all good, man. One thing about it, I use my common sense when it comes to certain things, you know what I'm saying? I can't let nobody else think for me, you know? Matter of fact, let's just talk a little bit about this Big John stuff real quick, you know what I'm saying? Big salute to all the brothers out there with them Big John dogs, you know what I'm saying? Them Rattler dogs, them Little Thunder dogs, them Buddy dogs, Quick dogs. Big salute to all y'all brothers, them Big Country dogs. All y'all brothers, man. All of y'all got great dogs. Big salute to you. But what we about to do real quick is let's go to this piece of this little clip that this brother stole off Walmart Yard back in 2002. Little John was 8 years old at this time. You know what I'm saying? Little John was 8 years old at this time, 2002. So he was born in 1994. All right? That make him born 1994. From what I was told, Little John, somebody offered 5 figures for Little John, right? Somebody offered 5 figures for Little John, which the owner, no, he didn't want it. Not long later, Little John died, you know. At that point, nobody was talking about sperm off Little John. The owner I'm speaking about. Welcome on wasn't talking about no, oh, we got sperm built up off Little John and we got sperm. It wasn't even taking no sperm off Little John because he was a natural breeder. You know, he was a natural breeder. They wasn't taking no sperm off of him. But now it's sperm off Little John. You know, but let's go to this quick video so you can look at this video and see when he was 8 years old. You haven't seen this video before, but just know he was 8 years old in this picture. And if you read the bottom of the video, it says in 2002.
Come on, buddy. Come on. That's Little John? That's Little John. He's a champion? Yep. Champion Little John. 4 times. Oh, 4 times? He's 8 years old. So one of the main studs, huh? Yeah. Come here, John. Come on.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth, I never heard nobody even mention no sperm off Little John until like 2023. Around that time, 2022, 2023, and I heard people start talking about sperm off Little John. I never even heard nobody even say anything about Little John's sperm or nothing like that. You know, I always have heard about the Big John sperm, you know what I'm saying? But as we see now how that's unfolding, you know, like I said, it's plain out and simple. You know, it ain't nothing for me to stress about. You either gonna believe it or you ain't. You know, some folk they're just gonna always believe and always be willing to be lied to. You know what I'm saying? In this dog game, I told you when it comes to these dogs, people that's just watching my channel, understand this. These brothers, some of these brothers are so sick with these dogs, they let somebody screw them in the ass for a good pedigree. And I mean that literally. You know, for the right pedigree, they'll let somebody screw them in the ass. You know, that's how deep these motherfuckers is about these dogs. Just to say, oh, I got a dog off this, from this high dog man. You know, and I mean, hey man, shit, I don't know, man. Like I always say, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. When you trying to say YouTubers messed the dog game up, like I said, you always got my panel to come up here and explain how they messed the dog game. And like I say, we'll have a friendly debate. Cause I can show you more where YouTube helped the dog game than it hurt the dog game. You know? You got, like I said before, you only had the Pitbull information on YouTube with computer voices. Before these brothers came out, in my generation with the dog channels, you didn't have nobody talking about no training. I ain't talking about the other channels. I'm talking about in this Pitbull community. Talking about training, talking about doing this, no dog shows, and giving you real insight on the dogs until these modern day brothers came. Now, this the thing. If you can't ride the bus that going hard and be driving, y'all brothers gotta understand, then you just can't ride the bus. You gotta have requirements to ride the bus. You gotta be able to talk about your dogs freely. You know? Done been through all that. Done been through the situation. Lost my dogs. Lost my dog trotter meal. Lost my Gamecock. All that stuff. Never got it back. So I speak on that time frame on back to try to compare and relate to some of my brothers in modern day time to hopefully we can make a change in these brothers. You see, I always say that, and I'm gonna keep telling you because every day, every video we have different and new watchers coming in. You know, in order to get these brothers to understand, the real brothers who were out there fighting these dogs and stuff like that, you gotta be able to relate to them. You know, they gotta be able to hear it from somebody they can relate to. Okay, man, that brother he understand what's going on. Maybe I need to check this out. You know what I'm saying? If you want these motherfuckers to be lying, faking, and you ain't never even did that shit, and you come out here just talk, these brothers ain't gonna care about stopping. They ain't gonna care about doing this or doing that. They just looking at you like, what the fuck is you talking about? You know? And some of them may look at my situation like that. You know, what the fuck are you talking about? But it's always somebody that's gonna pay attention, always somebody that's gonna, like I say, relate. And that's what it's all about, relating to the people that you're trying to get the message to, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can't relate to the messenger, shit, the whole thing screwed up from the start. I will say, you know, what I'm not gonna do is water down what I'm saying. And when I say what I'm not gonna do is water down what I'm saying, I mean, I'm not gonna just say any and everything is fake. Any and everything is not real when it comes to sperm and all this stuff. When I speak about this stuff, I'm having some sort of fact behind it. You know, when we spoke about the tent stuff, we got fact behind it. You know what I'm saying? We got people who bought these dogs. We got people who's actually taking care of these dogs. The brothers who was on the yard with Tant. We spoke with the brother when Tant got busted. He got busted with Tant. You know, so we spoke to brothers who knew that Red Devil was not even off yellow, period. Brother told me the Red Devil, forget that Red Devil was stolen and replaced with another Red Devil. Red Devil wasn't even off yellow, period. And we talking to brothers who was back there in these days. The original Red Devil wasn't off yellow. But when I give you this, it go, you hear it and then it's boom. And the only way it should be like that, because so much time has passed, it don't matter no more. But when you're worrying about why these dogs may carry genes that these dogs don't carry, or these dogs carry something that these dogs don't carry, it's because at the end of the day, a lot of these dogs ain't bred how you want to be thinking they bred, or how you was told they was bred. You know what I'm saying? So I can only speak about stuff that we got fact behind it. When it comes to this Big John shit, it just is what it is. You know, I wasn't there when, you know, if they so-called got the sperm off Big John, but I can tell you this, all the facts is adding up to they don't got the sperm. You know, now I don't know what sperm they do got, but all the facts is leading up to they do not have the Big John sperm. You know, and the thing about it, the dude Farron, you know, he content on lying. He gonna lie till the wheels fall off. DJ Dynamite, the fake Walkmore, real name Farron, I get it right. So I have it for my next video, because we're gonna stop calling him by Dynamite and call him by his real name. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's like, shit, you know, he gonna ride the lie till the wheels fall off, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, every single day, calling this person, calling that person, calling this person, calling that person. You know, when the only person to blame for anything Walkmore can be mad about is you coming up here with the dumb shit.
We don't push a bomber ass clad thing for talk about.
And like I said, Dynamite, Farron, fake Walkmore, and the real Walkmore. I don't want no more dogs from you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with them kind of people that's treating me like that. That treat me like I'm just a number, like I'm just a digit. You know, I don't want nothing your damn breeding. Understand that, period. That shit is over for me. What I'm rocking with is what I got, and everything I buy from this point on from other dog men, other brothers out here, man. You know, if I get shitted, I get shitted somewhere else. I won't get shitted by the people that know me, you know, and just using me to keep me close to shit me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I ain't going for that. You know, so hey, all the other whatever, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, man. Everybody know Titan and y'all gonna try to do that Big John and all them like the brother say, the champion Macho, Mr. Macho Buck and the other dog, you know, plus the yellow Samu dog. They was talking to the brother was speaking about. Like all this stuff, man. And this is the thing, Titan can go pick up a dog at the dog pound and register him up as a yellow dog, and one of y'all gonna buy him. You see, this is the thing, and it's hard for me to ask this question because I had an up-and-coming registry, you know? But I had an up-and-coming registry with no dogs. So I wasn't looking to put my dogs on. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking to put my dogs in the system. I didn't have dogs when I started my registry. I'm looking at it like, it's a lot of dogs out here that need to be registered. you know. In my registry, I was letting dogs start from the, if you didn't have papers, you had to start at like you was the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it was gonna end with you. It wasn't gonna go, oh, this is an Eli dog. You know, we're gonna have to start with whatever this dog name is and go forward from there. But let me ask you a question. When the ADBA is already legitimate, already a paper system going, why would anybody else in the Pitbull game want to start a dog registry? Ask yourself that. Stop playing all these jokes and games with your damn self. Just ask yourself a logical question. ADBA is already pumping all through the 90s. Why would it be any need for anybody to start a registry? Y'all got papers or you don't? AKC. How many people you see with AKC that's in the AKC dogs try to start another registry with legitimate dogs? Excuse me. You see all these other registries like CKC or UKC or BFCK, or all of them have standards that the AKC don't have. All of them have like little ways. It's easier, basically what I'm trying to say, it's easier to get into these companies than it is the ADBA. You gotta be right from the bottom to the top, not ADBA, AKC, sorry. You gotta be right from the bottom to the top when you go in AKC. AKC dogs can be traced back the same way ADBA dogs can be traced back year after year after year after year. Get the pedigree on your dog if that's what you want. And you're gonna see where it's gonna lead you to. So why would it even be a need for Tom Garner to start his registry? Because there's some dogs that he got in there that it ain't right. You know, not saying the ones he's selling now, but there's some dogs in this program that ain't right. So in order to keep my dogs registered and all that, I'm gonna start my own registry. It would have been no need for Tom Garner to start a registry if he was playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, because his dogs was already ADBA registered. Them yellow dogs, ADBA registered. My Sambo, ADBA registered. Them white tab dogs, ADBA registered. All them Jeep dogs, ADBA registered. What purpose was it to start Garner registry? What purpose was it to start Bonafide? If you already got a registration company already in the game. For our driver's license and stuff like that, they don't got no, oh, you can be registered with your driver's license with the ADBA, or you can be registered with your driver's license with the Bonafide, or you can be registered with your driver's license with Tom Garner. Now it's one system. You either register with the DMV, that one system, and you can read my license, whether I'm in California or New York, in your system. It's one system, man. That's why they give us so much hell when it comes to these pit bulls, because of the simple fact that, look, all these registries, right? And you only got 3 registries out here now, you know, major registries: Bonafide, Tom Garner, and ADBA. ADBA is the official. The other 2 are dog men. When you got a dog man that's a well-known registry company as well, you really got to be careful. You really, really got to be careful, because that man can, you telling me Tom Garner can get a dog from anywhere. If somebody called Tom Garner up right now and say, we got a pit bull over here that we can't have no more, and he's kind of acting crazy around our family, and we want you to take him off and give him a good home or whatever, how hard is it for him to get that dog and sell that dog off any of his dogs and sell it to anybody across this country? Put papers on it, sell it to anybody across. Why would he let the dog just go out there anyway, right? Because it's a money game now. You think he give a fuck about whether you can put your Frisco and Red Boy dogs together and make this and make that? You think he care about all that shit? All he care about is doing good business with you, you know, and being honest with you on that end. Oh, get that dog from that, don't even know, the dog don't even got papers. Get this dog from one of his friends that couldn't keep it because they just had a baby. They want to get rid of it, but they don't want to put it down. You know what I'm saying? Can he help him sell it or something? Get the dog. Not a dog is off Frisco. Not a dog off Dynamite. Not a dog off Bobby Peru. Not a dog off one of these other dogs. And not saying he did that, but I'm just saying that's how it go. Now this is what you pay attention to, right? Now, when Crossroad, when he first came down from New York, right? He didn't know what was what, the way he found out about it. They jumped on him, Walkmore jumped on him with that Big John dog and jumped on that Troop dog I was telling you about. Troop was some old black dog he had. I'm not sure how he was bred, you know. He could have been a Jeep dog, he could have been I don't know what kind of dog it was, you know, but it was a big black dog, right? Jumped on him then, bust his ass with that one. But Crossroad was around a long time with Champion Fatty and them other dogs he had when he was getting them yellow dogs. Nobody wanted to jump on him then. The only thing Walkmore could say about him then, because I was rocking with him then and I was coming to chill with them, but I was a Crossroad man. You know what I'm saying? And just coming to talk to them about the dogs. Only thing he could say bad about them then, or him then, Eric then, was, oh, Fatty can be beat. Fatty can be beat. He ain't nothing but a lay down dog. He ain't nothing but a lay down dog. That's what Sambo was too, you know. But I stand on this, you know. I always say this. I don't know what Fatty can do when it comes pound for pound, blow for blow. But I always say, in my opinion, I felt like Sambo can beat his daddy. I felt like he was one of the best dogs Eric ever produced it. You know, and that goes back to you selling the best stuff that you ever had in your life. You know, I might think these dogs are all ill, but if you sell puppies or you sell young dogs or just dogs who haven't been started up yet, and you get rid of them, you may be getting rid of the best dog you ever had that you've been trying to breed. And Eric never really had a chance to find out how good Sambo was, because right after I got him, he got into his situation, you know? So he never really had a chance to see how he thrived, you know what I'm saying? Because like I told you before, if Eric wouldn't have got out the game and I had Sambo, a whole lot of y'all would have heard and probably read about Bo in different sporting dog journals and all kind of shit. Because Eric was in the journals and stuff like that, but the dog that I needed him to see, he couldn't see it because he had just got busted with growing the weed and all that shit in his back barn or whatever, and he was going through shambles, all kind of crazy shit with that, you know. So he really couldn't see what was happening. And after I got the dog and doing my thing, and then he ended up getting out the game, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you know, it's crazy, and I understand it. You know, these folk, you know, they do anything to look a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, the whole 2 years that Walkmore been out the game, the brother that's up here talking the positive shit, you know what I'm saying? The brother that's up here talking about going to the shows, the brother that's up here talking about the weight pulling, the brother that's talking about making a positive light for these dogs, you try to act like you ain't got no dogs, but yet you talking and dealing with dogs that somebody that don't know about the dogs and somebody that's kennel partners with somebody that under a sled investigation. You know? So you tell me where you end up at, Walkmore, at the end of the day. You trying to hide something from me, and then you partners with a motherfucker that's partners with the sled investigation. It's like this. Let me give it to you so you can understand it, Walkmore, Sonny. You on this side, Dynamite in the middle, and the motherfucker that just got busted by the sled on the other side. You know, they kennel partners, but he not kennel partners with you, and y'all kennel partners now. So at the end of the day, man, it just is what it is. You tell me if that was a smart move or not. You know? Like I always say, man, I looked at y'all hiding that. I looked at y'all like y'all wasn't trying to play me, and then you still talking to 17, 17, 17. Every dog eventually that y'all getting from these different places, they gonna switch up pedigrees on them. Oh, this off this off that, this off this. That's where Titan Kennel come into play at. You know, he gonna butter their back, and he gonna butter his own back. See, Titan really need Walkmore to help him boost that bona fide shit up. You know, not the fake motherfucker Ferran, not him. You know what I'm saying? He need the real Walkmore to help him boost this shit up. Because they was one of Bonafide Kendall's biggest supporters. And what y'all call them, Booster Club? The Booster Club? Well, Walkmore was the Booster Club for the Bonafide. So let's just talk old school dogs for a minute, since we talking reality. And like I said, this don't take nothing from the dogs. This don't take nothing from the dogs at all. You know, at all. But I'm just gonna give you the truth, and let's talk dogs, and let's just talk papers and stuff like that, and does it matter? Does it matter? Mr. Burns wasn't registered with the ADBA with his dogs. None of Mr. Burns' dogs was registered. He registered them all with Bonafide. You know, Mr. Mims told him if he registered all his dogs, he'd do it for free, because he was selling so many dogs without papers. ADBA was up and running strong at this time. You know, it wasn't no excuse like you couldn't get no papers. He just wasn't worried about papers. You got a lot of bulldogs that don't care about papers, period. They know they care about the bloodline their dogs off, and they care about the pedigrees, but they don't care about the actual paper, and they're trying to sell a puppy or anything like that. You get a puppy from them, you get one from them. And that's how Mr. Burns was. Until he registered with Bonafide. You know? So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit been hid up under the rug for a lot of years. And if you want to say YouTube messed the dog game up for that, it just is what it is. Like I told you, scamming and all that shit, it's hard to do it in modern day time. These brothers be making these fake pages and taking these brothers' money and then disappearing and going on another fake page and taking these brothers' money and getting the transport fees and all that and making a fake page and going to, they do that. You have to be careful. You have to be careful out here. These transporters be in the drug game. They be doing drugs. They have their own problems. They get in trouble. And then they go to telling about the dogs and all kind of shit. Brothers not even fighting their dogs. Oh, I'm transporting this. I'm doing this. Bringing heat to brothers for no reason because you over here in trouble. So, hey, man, it just is what it is. That joker that hit me up in my messages, I blocked him, man. Let him know, man. Dime a dozen, dog. When you call me with the dumb shit, I don't got time for your conversation, man. I'm trying to stay focused on things I need to stay focused on. You know what I'm saying? Talking to intellectual people who trying to make something, do things with what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, if you was really bulldogging and doing what you claiming you was doing, you wouldn't be on no WhatsApp and you wouldn't be up here telling everybody what you're doing on Facebook and all that type of stuff like that. So miss me with all that bulldog talk, YouTube messed this up and that. You mess your damn self up. Wannabes. You know what I'm saying? And because Pelican Bay got a news channel that shows you, I ain't gonna just play the article a lot of times. Sometimes I just play the article. But I play the article and then I tell you where the jackasses made the jackass move at. And we keep resorting back to the Newton County situation because that's the last thing that happened other than the Union County, down in Union County, Florida, where they got 80-some dogs, you know? And they say, brothers say that two people that it's three people that it happened to, and they only talking about one of them. 3 people that it happened to in that little Florida situation, they only talking about one of them. But I give you the news as I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I know one thing, from what the news said in Texas, Newton County, Texas, we all seen that. So you're gonna be mad at me and everybody that agree with me, you mad at them too? That 40 cars was a little too much to take to a dog fight? that leaving up a permanent box for wherever you're gonna do your dog fights at was a little too much. You know, the people that agree with that, you're gonna be mad at them? Come on, man. It is what it is. You mad at yourself and blaming it on somebody else. But that's how I do it though, man. That's how I do it. I give it. And really don't care how it make you feel. You know what I'm saying? I went along with trying to worry about the motherfucker feelings and all that. And at the end of the day, all they do is snake you, and try to put you in a position to fail. You know what I'm saying? No, man. I put my dog in a position, my dog's in positions to succeed, and I ain't gonna put myself in a situation to fail. You know what I'm saying? That'd be ass backwards. Gotta put myself in a situation to succeed as well. You know what I'm saying? Ass backwards, man. That's what a lot of y'all bulldoggers want. Somebody that's talking to you ass backwards like the Flunky channel. You know, ass backwards. Y'all motherfuckers really taking advice from somebody who showed you they clearly couldn't take care of a dog. I mean, I don't really gotta say nothing else. The shit is in the pudding there for you. Can't take care of a dog, but you can tell me everything about mine. But clearly, again, you don't know nothing about yours. Every single one of y'all that listen to that boy Farron, DJ Dynamite, Fake Walkmore, every single one of y'all that listening to him right now and he calls y'all every day and then telling y'all he still got the dogs, look at it like a slap in the face and look at it like you one of them people that I'm telling that would let a motherfucker screw you in your ass for a pedigree. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the news article and I gave you the woman telling you the dogs were surrendered. But you let somebody who wasn't even out here when we was looking at all this stuff, when it was going down, you let somebody that wasn't even out here doing that tell you something different. What are y'all learning out here in this dog game with these channels or anything? Are y'all learning any fucking thing? You know, are you even paying attention to see what's going on out here? Folk giving you this shit hard as they can and you still turn around and let motherfucker put jelly on your back. I see why it is what it is, how it is, man. You know, I see why it is, how it is, the way it is. Like they say, man, you can't lead a horse to, you can lead a horse to a well, but you can't make him drink it. You know, and it's just plain out. That's the way it is. You know, you can lead a horse to the well, but you can't make him drink it. I'll show you where it look on this side of the grass. It ain't my thing to make you jump across that fence and stay over here with us. You know, and don't get mad because we can say what we want to say over here. That's what a lot of y'all hate. A lot of y'all can't even ride the bus, is what I'm telling you. You don't got the requirements that take to ride that school bus going hard drive. You know what I'm saying? You get on that bus with you. We all get on the bus and we start talking, saying, so, oh man, don't talk like that. Don't talk like that. Get your ass off the school bus then. Get off the school bus then and stop being mad because you can't get on the school bus. You know? You gotta have certain requirements to be able to be on that school bus. You know? It is what it is. Fat Bill can ride the school bus. Garcia can ride the school bus. PBK can ride the school bus. Going Hard can ride the school bus. You know what I'm saying? Many other brothers can ride the school bus. You know? But you don't got the requirements, and because you don't got the requirements, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. You know? The requirements, it means you went through something bad in your life. If you haven't been through anything bad, it's a good thing. So just be happy you can't ride the school bus and listen to the knowledge that the brothers that's riding the school bus giving your ass. Trying to keep you from making it to the school bus. See, I ain't gonna get up there and do like these brothers do when trying to make it like going to prison is cool and this riding the school bus ain't cool. But I play my position, you know. I can ride this motherfucker and I'm gonna use riding the school bus to give my knowledge to these brothers and sisters out here in this dog game today to help them move forward in a positive way with this breed. A lot of y'all won't understand that because you ain't even got a damn 8th grade education. Salute to my brothers that just got an 8th grade education and they prospering, you know, mentally wise. Because see, you can have all the money in the world, but if you just dumb as hell in your mind, it don't make no difference how much you got. Stupid is as stupid is. You know? And like I said, man, welcome on, I ask y'all again, compare what you did coming out here with this lie and where y'all at now, that everybody know all that shit is fake, all that Big John shit, everybody know all that shit. Compare that to if you just came out and did your thing and just went to the shows, collect some more dogs from different brothers, collect dogs from different brothers, start your shit back up from ground zero. I would have never said anything about the sperm. You know, I would have never had to think about it when it comes to the sperm. Now you trying to use that sperm as a weapon? When Dynamite, now he's saying he had the dogs 2 weeks. He got the dogs 2 weeks after they got took to, every other month it's a different damn lie. Somebody need to tell this fool, Farron, from Georgetown, that you got to keep the lie the same, year after year after year after year. You ain't even deep into your years yet, and your lie's changing. Month after month, every other 3 or 4 months, a lie change. 3 lies now, brothers. We got 3 lies. 1, you got them at the beginning. 2, you waited 2 years. And 3, 2 weeks. And the woman on the damn news say you lost them 3 days after the people took them off the yard. You took them off the yard Friday, you lost them Monday because you surrendered them Monday at the court. Oh, you surrendered the dogs at the court, but you were able to keep track on them. You think they're going to let you keep track of where the dogs went at when you just surrender these motherfuckers? That was the cost you pay Real Walk 'em Off for walking out the door on your damn dogs. That's the price you had to pay. Once you surrender and once you leave, that's a wrap. Many of them dogs was put down. And of course, we know the puppies probably was adopted out. They only took 40-some dogs. That's puppies included, puppies and grown dogs. But you got back 17, and you ain't made one breeding yet off of 17 damn dogs. You telling me you took care of 17 dogs, Dynamite, because Walk 'em All didn't have them. You took care of 17 dogs for 2-3 years, ain't breeding none of the dogs yet. And you still ain't breeding none of the dogs that you got. The only thing you're breeding is the dogs that you got from other people. You still ain't breeding none of the 17 damn dogs yet. And you mean to tell me, I can't figure this out. Sonny will take care of Mellow Yellow brother and sister for 2 years, and y'all not get hacksaw 2 weeks after they were seized? Why would you take care of the puppies for 2 years and you don't get the daddy if you was able to get the dogs back 2 weeks after they were seized? You mean to tell me Sonny, the only dog he gonna keep out of 17 dogs that y'all got back, the only dogs he gonna keep is Mellow Yellow brother and sister? Why not let you keep Mellow Yellow brother and sister and let them keep Buddy and Quick since y'all got the dogs back? I know how they think. They will never let you keep all them dogs and they keep 2 of these dogs over here that I bred up. Never in your fucking life. Let me put it like this. If they would have had all their dogs, they would have sold Mellow Yellow brother and sister. It wouldn't have meant nothing to them. They would have sold them. So hey man, like I said, every lie that y'all allow to be told to you in your face and you know it's a lie and you just smiling just to get a damn pedigree, hey, joke's on you, man. Joke's on you. It's your boy PB K9s. Holding it down the way I always do. Y'all hit that like button before y'all get up out of here, man. Make that like button tally up, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't donating to the channel, hit that damn like button up. Salute to all the brothers and sisters that donate to the channel. It's your boy PB K9s, and I'm out.